Well, hello. We are currently doing a series of interviews with author Wayne Kuhn, the creator of Recharge Workshops, and a new addition to the world of self-help books. It's time to recharge. Wayne, welcome to our show.
Hello, Bud, and thank you for hosting this today. I really appreciate it. Welcome.
I just want to start off, Wayne, with a couple of foundational questions to get things rolling here and tell people a little bit about your book. Um, First of all, how did you decide on the name Recharge for your workshop and for your book?
Well, recharge. I guess there's several different places it came from. Uh, One time I was sitting at my computer, moving the mouse around. I swung down into the bottom right-hand corner where the battery is, and I noticed a little pop-up that said fully charged. And that was kind of the first eye opener that I thought, fully charged. I wonder what that means. Do I feel fully charged? Then I got playing with that, months went by, and then I realized in our energy, I think we're all born fully charged. I think we're all born to feel good and life is good and we're not bombarded by any negative. And then we tend to get into life and it bogs us down a bit. So the aspect of recharge implies that we are charged, but sometimes our batteries go down a little and we just need a shot again in the arm to recharge. And so the name Recharge, I give it to kind of the process of raising your mindset to a higher level. So it's to bring it back up to where it should be.
Well, thank you. I think that really opens a lot of windows and doors in that particular topic. Another question that I really wanted to ask you right off the bat is, a lot of times I'll see you when you're presenting or when you're doing a speech or even just a picture of you, your business card, for heaven's sakes, there's red balloons in it. And I wonder, what is the deal with the red balloon?
Oh, yeah. We always have a red balloon around, Bud. Actually, I didn't put any up on the wall. I thought that you might think there's a party going on. But anyway.
There's a party here.
Yeah, we have 6 grandchildren, and over the period of likely the last 12 years, I've sent them red balloons because some of them live out of town, and that was kind of the designation that said, "Oh, Grandpa Wayne, there's a red balloon," and then they started associating Grandpa Wayne with red balloons. Became a kind of a family joke sort of thing. Then I realized that it's actually a good branding thing, because when I see a red balloon, I think of energy. I think of feeling good, and it reminds me now basically to celebrate life and all the good things that it has in it, and to be grateful for that. And so I thought, I need to tell people, there's a message I need to spread to people and say, red balloons, if I put it on my business card, put it on my book, and it reminds me to other people to celebrate also. And hopefully that message will get through too. Again, a little segue off of Recharge, but I think it all fits in building positive energy.
It's a good idea. And it certainly makes me think of you when I see a red balloon. I think, oh, Wayne must be around here somewhere.
We like that.
I was reading your book, and I came to a concept. A lot of people feel that having a charge of some sort with regards to their speciality, it really is largely a question of talent or giftedness or just plain luck. But has that been your experience?
I've been doing some studying on that, and I always thought that, they were born to. They're just people that are just gifted, and they're born that way. And I truly believe that. I have a story in my book about Peter, how we were raised in public school, and how he never studied, yet he got top marks. But the reality is if you look at the Tiger Woods and the Wayne Gretzky's of the world and people that have achieved great things, even back to Abraham Lincoln, if you read his story, like he wasn't gifted. These people aren't necessarily gifted, but they work hard and they have good coaching and good mentoring, and they practice every day and every day. Sometimes more than then oftentimes it happens that somebody is gifted, they don't realize it. And so that gift just dissipates and they never really use it. So I think it's very important to identify gifts and then make use of them and run with them. Yeah, so you look at any athlete or any CEO. I remember a CEO at one of the big insurance companies. He joined our Toastmaster club actually many years ago, and I got talking to him, and he likely knew he was going to be a CEO about 10 years before he got there. But you know, this guy worked day and night. He'd stay late. He'd take work home in the weekend. Like he showed people around him that he could do the job. So that's, you know, it was good. He's smart, but he worked really hard. And so I think there's more to that if you're focused on what you really want, talent isn't number one. It's what do you really want, and then when you decide what that is, focus on it and put everything, all your energy into that one thing.
It's good to have talent, but it's what you do with the talent that really matters.
I agree.
So, and another aspect of that, because I've met a lot of people over the years, and apparently the there's discussion over whether or not someone should be given a title based on the level of their education. You know, there's Doctor so and so and that sort of thing. And you talk about in your book about education and about, well, you were talking a minute ago about how you had your friend Peter in school and that he always did well in school. But you suggest there's more to success than a good education in your book. Could you tell us a little more about that?
Yes, I think sometimes we're told by society, and again, this goes on in my book. I talk about our belief system, where that comes from. But we're told that get a good education, you'll get a good job, and usually those do line up. But what you do with that is up to you. So if you want to be a doctor or a surgeon or a lawyer or something, yes, you do have to go to school and develop and take so much curriculum so that you achieve certain certificates to get that job. But once you have your doctrine, what you do with it is up to you. That's when your vision takes over and you decide, okay, am I going to be a surgeon, or am I going to have a family practice, and is it going to be huge, or is it going to be just me and one receptionist? Or, you know, then you start to see, okay, I've got this. Now, what am I going to do with it? The same way, like I came from the real estate sales field, and it was up to me whether I stay a salesperson or whether I become a broker, whether I open my own brokerage and hire other sales agents, whether I build a team of 10 people and make millions of dollars. That's my decision as to what I do with that. And so no matter what your education is, you have to focus on what do you really want. And once again, I'm repeating myself, but what do you really want, Bud, is the question as to where you'll go.
Makes a lot of sense to me. It sounds a little bit like you're saying, you know, talent is good, education is good, but you know, you've just got to charge right in there and do something with those two tools that you've been given. And there are other tools we'll talk about later on. To my audience, I want to say this book is a really good read, and it's going to change your life. If you are interested in developing your talents, your abilities, using your education, you want to get this book by Wayne Kuhn, Recharge. And you can get it on Amazon, or you can get it by contacting me or by contacting Wayne. Actually, if you contact me, I'm just going to redirect you to Wayne. But the idea is get the book because it's going to make a really big change in your life. Thanks very much, Wayne, for joining us today. We're going to continue in this series. We're going to be back again tomorrow, and we'll talk about a little more about the book. But for the present, just get your red balloons out and enjoy your life.
Thank you, Bud, and thank you, and we'll see you again soon.
Indeed.